Hey everybody! Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, we've all been quarantined. And so while we're feeling like Rapunzel in her tower, we thought it would be nice to try some authentic Disney recipes. The first one that came to mind was the bread pudding from Ohana, the phenomenal restaurant at Walt Disney World's Polynesian Resort. This recipe was so much fun to make, easy and absolutely delectable. We hope you like it. Now we had to do a bit of shopping for this one because we don't normally have rum on hand. You can substitute rum extract if you prefer, but for the video we decided to do the flambe. If you use the extract, you will skip that step. I also opted for dark corn syrup since the recipe doesn't specify, and I think it adds a bit more flavor. Of course, you can always use light corn syrup if you prefer, or if that's what you have in your pantry. Also, Ohana uses vanilla bean ice cream, and so we used vanilla bean bluebell ice cream, but any good quality vanilla ice cream would be good. Here are the ingredients for Ohana Bread Pudding a la mode with banana caramel sauce. 8 cups cubed Ohana pineapple bread or challah bread. We used ordinary French bread this time because that's what we had on hand. 5 eggs, 3 cups milk, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, and 1.5 cups of sugar. Now the banana caramel sauce calls for 1/2 cup corn syrup, 1/2 cup salted butter, 1/2 cup sugar, 1/2 cup brown sugar, 1 cup heavy cream, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 pinch of salt, 1 cup spiced rum, or you can substitute 2 tablespoons rum extract, some banana slices, and vanilla bean ice cream to top it with. You'll want to begin by preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Cut the bread into 1-inch cubes. A serrated kitchen knife works best for this. The recipe calls for Ohana pineapple bread or challah bread, but I had a loaf of French bread in my pantry, so I decided to use that, and it worked well. Cube your bread and then put it into a large bowl and set it aside. Then, pour the bread cubes onto a cookie sheet or other flat baking pan and bake for 350 degrees for 15 minutes, tossing at least once so that the bread is dried and lightly toasted. Next, with your milk in a bowl, add the eggs and then your 1/2 teaspoon of salt and then 1.5 cups of sugar, and then the nutmeg. Whisk all of that together until the sugar is dissolved and the ingredients are really well blended. You want the sugar to dissolve again. So a good whisk on that to be sure that it's well combined, because you're going to pour this mixture over the toasted bread cubes. Then take the bread out of the oven when it's nicely dried and toasted to a golden color, and put it into a buttered 13 by 9 inch pan or baking dish. By the way, you're going to want to lower your oven temperature to 325 degrees at this point, since the bread will cook at that lower temperature. Slowly pour the egg mixture over the bread and toss it lightly so that it's well coated. Let that stand for about 10 minutes or so to soak up that mixture. I pressed mine down a little bit with a spoon to be sure that all of the egg and milk mixture was incorporated. Oh wow, with all of these wonderful ingredients, no wonder this dessert is so popular at Ohana, and I cannot wait to taste it. Put that into your 325 degree oven and bake it for 45 minutes to 1 hour. You want the top to be crunchy and brown slightly. The custard should be soft but not runny. Once you take it out of the oven, let it cool for about 5 minutes before you cut it. Okay, while that's in the oven, we're going to make our banana caramel sauce. Okay, this is the fun part because we get to flambe the sauce and see that really cool blue flame as the rum is burned off. I'm looking forward to that. So let's get started. Over medium heat, we're going to put the sugars and the butter into a 2-quart saucepan and give that a little stir. Next, we'll add our corn syrup and mix and stir that in really well. When it comes to a low boil, slowly add the heavy cream, stirring constantly until the mixture returns to a boil. At this point, you'll want to add your rum extract or the rum. If you use rum extract, you can skip this next part. If you're using the rum, as we decided to, then you're going to flambe it next, or, as we say in the South, you're going to set it afar. So, with your mixture at a boil, slowly pour in the rum while stirring, and then flambe. Oh, this is fun. And look at that, so cool. Love that wonderful blue flame. As the alcohol burns off, it leaves that wonderful taste for our caramel sauce, and did I mention it's really fun? The recipe says to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes or until the caramel reaches 235 degrees, which is soft ball stage. You can use a candy thermometer for this step if you want to be precise. Since I'm used to making candy, I just kind of eyeballed it. After that, remove it from the heat and add the vanilla extract and 1 pinch of salt. Then you're going to set it off the heat and let it cool for a few minutes. And our bread pudding is done and out of the oven, and the banana caramel sauce is ready too. So we'll cut a piece and get to the very best part, tasting it. Okay, now to plate it. This dessert is really pretty. Here's hoping it tastes as good as it looks. We'll add the banana slices and a bit more sauce, and then top it with a nice scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. Wow, this looks so good, and my kitchen smells amazing. Hey guys, okay, we have our Ohana Bread Pudding made, and oh, it was so easy. You will love it if you try it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Get a banana on there. Ah, this looks so good. Let's see if it tastes like the real thing. Guys, that is delicious. That is so good. This is really not that hard to make. So if you're interested at all, I would encourage you to try it. Give the recipe a try. It's simple, not very many ingredients. So good. Well, that was delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, Walt once said, the most important thing is family. That was his whole motivation for building Disneyland. Well, Ohana means family, and we're excited to learn how to make this dessert and add it to our Disney family's tables in the future. This was our first time to make this dessert, and it was so much fun. I will definitely make this again for my family, and I have a feeling that it would be a huge hit with company too. It is delectable. So good, you guys. If you make it, please post a comment below or on our Instagram or Facebook so that we know how it turns out and if you love it as much as we do. And a big shout out to Adam and my husband Jeff for their help on this one. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe, wash your hands, spend some time with your family. Stay connected with family and friends via video chats or phone. And remember, especially now, have courage and be kind. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video. Ring that notification bell so that you'll know when we go live or post a new video. Also, be sure and leave a comment below and let us know what you think. If you make this recipe, we would love to know how it turns out. We'll see you real soon. And hurry back!